sweet comments on my videos about whatever. It really means a lot to me, so I just wanted to say thank you so much for that. It really means a lot, and thank you for being here. Today, I thought it would be fun to do ASMR with some of my books, and I don't have a lot of books because I'm a minimalist, but I do have some that I have kept, and I thought it might be fun to just like show them to you, tap on them and all of that, because I personally love book tapping and scratching and page turning and all of that. So I hope you enjoy this, and we'll get started. So the first book I have here, I rented from the library, and it's called November 9 by Colleen Hoover, and honestly, this book was so good. It was so good. My friend Jess recommended this to me, and I can't recommend it enough. I'm so excited to read her other books because this was so good. And some of you so sweetly comment that you enjoy the sound of my voice, which is such a great compliment. I love it. It means a lot to me. So I'm going to read the back for you of the synopsis. Fallon meets Ben, an aspiring novelist, the day before her scheduled cross-country move. Their untimely attraction leads them to spend Fallon's last day in LA together, and her eventful life becomes the creative inspiration Ben has always sought for his novel. Over time, and amidst various relationships and tribulations of their own separate lives, they continue to meet on the same date every year, until one day Fallon becomes unsure if Ben has been telling her the truth or fabricating a perfect reality for the sake of the ultimate plot twist. Can Ben's relationship with Fallon, and simultaneously his novel, be considered a love story if it ends in heartbreak? There is such a good twist in here, and I'm not going to spoil it because you have got to read it. November 9. Highly recommend. Next, I have a book that one of my friends wrote, Christina Rice. It's called Manifestation Mastery, and this book is life-changing. It is a channeled text, so she's a channel, and it's all about manifestation, and not in the way that I think manifestation is kind of thrown around, if that makes sense. Like, this is truly how we are always manifesting and how to work with the energy of the universe. I'm not doing it justice by explaining it, but I honestly, I've read this at least twice, and I just plan to keep rereading it because it's so activating. Like, every time you get something new from whether you push or force something to happen, it is important to note what the frequency is underneath the request. Are you hungry for power, greedy, lacking trust, feeling unworthy? And so, what is it you hope to call in from that frequency? I know I needed that message today, so let me know in the comments if this message resonated. It was where my finger landed on this random page, page 161. As you can see, I have so many different tabs in here because this book is like my Bible. While we are on the topic of the lovely Christina Rice, she also wrote a poetry book called Pain, Love, and Purpose. And I love how she, like, the way that the poetry hits, it's like so resonant. Like, I feel like everyone can resonate with the different poems in this book, and it like hits you in a very deep place because it's like so real. And I also like to flip to random poems sometimes, and so here's the one that I just flipped to. It's called Flow on 247. I find myself addicted to deep connection with myself, emotions, creativity, a flow like nothing else. People stay busy looking for that feeling somewhere outside in the search for a connection. They also often hide. They hide from their own feelings. They hide from inner truths, and in the process block themselves from being their own muse. I wonder what would happen if you spent more time alone. Maybe you'd surprise yourself. In yourself, you might find home. Ah, so good. I hope that message resonated with you today. Let me know in the comments if it did. Pain, Love, and Purpose. Next, I have one of my favorite books of all time that I've read, I think, 3 times. The Untethered Soul. The Journey Beyond Yourself by Michael A. Singer. So, I love this book so much because it really is, like, this book is like an awakening, you know, for people who are maybe starting their spiritual journey or are starting to feel things that are higher than themselves that they can't see. This book is so powerful, and it really is like Also, highly recommend. Next, I have the Daily Stoic 366 Meditations on Wisdom, Perseverance, and the Art of Living by Ryan Holiday. So, this has the date of the year, the dates of the year, and each day is a quote from a philosopher, and then a bit of explanation of a perspective on that quote. So, today, as I'm recording, and when it will probably go out, is June 27th. The quote is, the title is Adversity Reveals. How does it help my husband to make misfortune heavier by complaining about it? This is more fit for a king to seize your adversities head on. The more precarious his situation, the more imminent his fall from power. The more firmly he should be resolved to stand and fight. It isn't mainly to retreat from fortune. This is a quote from Seneca. And then it goes into a little bit of a description, and so it's basically talking about we have kind of the choice of how to react to situations, and we can choose how to see something that is maybe we're perceiving as going wrong when maybe there's a different perspective on it. So I haven't picked this up in a while, but I think it's kind of cool to just have like a daily meditation to ponder. Next, I have a book on the Jewish holidays, and I'm not a religious person, but being Jewish culturally is important to me because of my grandmother, who, if you've been here a while, you know means everything to me, and she passed away in 2018, and she got me this book so that I could understand the meaning behind the different Jewish holidays. And so I love it because what I'll do is I will revisit and learn about the different holidays as they approach every year, and I like it because it's a fun reminder of, why we celebrate certain holidays and the different traditions and customs for them. And yeah, I love to learn, and it's part of my heritage, and so I love this, and it's from my grandma, so it means a lot to me. Next, I have one of my favorite books of all time, To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee, and I remember reading this in high school and loving it. And actually, I was in drama in high school, and I competed in a drama competition doing a monologue from the court scene from Mayella Ewell. And yeah, I just love this book. I want to reread it as an adult and see what else I pick up. And so I got this quite a while ago. I actually forgot about it, from Thrift Books. So looking forward to rereading this as an adult and seeing what else I get from it. it's important to generally understand different mental health conditions. I don't like the word disorder either. So, yeah, but, I needed this in grad school, and it's a guideline, and so I have it. And she's thick. She's thick. This is just a lot of pages. And the last book I'll show you today is this personal training textbook. I actually was a certified personal trainer, and I still have this textbook. I love to lift and help other people lift, and so I became a trainer on the side, but I don't do it currently because my focus is on therapy. But yeah, another fun fact that you learned about Sydney today. Okay, that is going to be it for today's video. Let me know in the comments if you liked this and your book your book recommendations and your favorite book or books. Again, if you're looking for a therapist, I am an intuitive therapist, so you can find details of how to work with me and book a free consult in my description box, which is always there. I also have a